I'm Prozac. Munk-e? Munk-e? Hi, now that that's over with, welcome to the GreRat Power Hour. It's on like Donkey Kong. I'm your host this week, Prozac, and Munk-e, well, Munk-e's out of town. He found love, and in order for him to get it, he had to hijack a plane and fly it. You know, it was just one of those little tiny single planes. He stole it off the runway and flew across the country and tried to land in Pittsburgh, but didn't quite make his landing, and he crashed the plane. But he's alive, and he is now met up with his girl and bringing her back across country, from what I hear on the news and whatnot, by stealing several cars in rapid succession, only going about 5-10 miles, getting out and stealing another one. Once he hits that middle section, you know, before the Rockies, he's going to have a hard time. Unless he stays on the major roads, but, you know, that way he'll get caught easier. So, Munk-e, stick with one car, okay? Stay off the major roads. I'll see you when you get back home, okay? Now, and if I don't, I will look forward to seeing your name on the FBI's Most Wanted. Now that the introductions are done with, I can get on with the show. I'm the host today, so I get to talk about what I want to talk about. And this week I'd like to talk to you about something that's very, very, very important to me. It is a struggle that I have gone through for most of my life, since I was a little guy, and I've noticed that I'm not the only one fighting this. I'm not the only one struggling with this. I see some people who take up arms and fight alongside of me, which is reassuring, and there are many, many, many people that do not, and that concerns me. So I'm going to share it with you, explain it with you, what it is and whatnot. So it's a battle that's been going on for years. I mean, since the dawn of man, it has been going on. It is a huge war that involves man, that lots of people know about. Some people make money off of, which, okay, I guess, if you really need to. I'm talking, of course, about ants. Yeah, not your aunt, you know, Gertrude or anything like that. No, I'm talking about those little guys, those little tiny, with the little antennas, and they think they're so, yeah, they are evil. They are the embodiment of evil. They are so soulless and wrong and ooh. Now, I understand that ants are very important to the ecosystem, okay, and I can live with that, but I cannot live with ants. I'm not saying to kill them all. No, that would be xenocide, and that would be bad. No, I'm talking about pushing them back into nature. Get out of my house. Get out of my friend's house. Get out of my trash can. That's rude. Mooching off of me like that. Who are you to mooch off of, to take my food? That's just, oh, that is unspeakable. I can't go on about that. So, push them back into nature, where they belong. Let them live there. That's fine. Go. Live in nature, ants. But no, they won't. They won't. They stay in your homes. They dig their little tunnels underneath your house, your whatever you have, an outhouse. You know, some of them, you know, piss ants. You know, they dig tunnels out there, and it's really disgusting. Oh, I'm getting sick. Anyway, ants are evil. I need your help. I need everyone's help to push this enemy back. This is more important than any other conflict that is going on right now. Well, almost. Almost as important as any other conflict going on right now. There are a couple that are just too important to ignore or forget and have to be dealt with right now. I won't go into those. Those are not my matters. So, but I can go on about ants, which I will. Here I go. Many of you are wondering, how do we fight ants? There's too many of them. They outnumber us 1 billion to 1. How do we fight them? Well, you can use your can of bug spray or your little bait traps. But those, in my opinion, damage the environment. They hurt our place of living as well as theirs. And although effective, we wouldn't consider them a good weapon. They are the WMDs of ants. Ooh, be the nuke of ant warfare. I want to talk to you about some more environmental friendly and perhaps some more entertaining ways of eliminating the ants from our places of residence. The first one being the best one, which is water. That's right, regular old H2O. You pour it all over your body, you pour it into your body, you pour it all over your car, whatever. That is the best weapon. You're like, how can water be a weapon? Simple. You just pour it down their anthill. Just pour it down. Not like no. You gotta be smooth and careful and calm and gentle with it, because you'll get water everywhere, and then you have to go get more, which isn't a problem for most of us. But you know where I'm going with this, right? Okay. Just pour a little bit in there. Just not like whoop. No, just a small, steady little stream of water. Just pour it in, you know, and it may look like it's just a little bit, but in actuality, to them, it's a flash flood. It's just going through and just flushing those ants out, and they're devastated by it. They don't know what to do with that much water. They drown. That's what they do. That's the only thing they know how to do with that much water, is drown. And at the same time, you're watering the ground, because their network of tunnels go all over the place and penetrate every facet of ground. You know, you're pumping water into there, and you're help watering the soil, softening the soil, and watering the plants that are growing out of the soil. So water is the best weapon of choice. I recommend it. I endorse water as an anti-ant weapon. Other weapons you can use are the more conventional. Your finger, just squish them, just like that. And that's for one-on-one combat. You know, when you see the scouts or a small little squad of them, you just take them out. It works. Magnifying glasses. If you got the time and the patience and a little sadistic, you could use magnifying glasses. They don't hurt the environment. They hurt the ants. And if you put your hand in the way, it hurts your hand. Another weapon is, of course, some people's personal favorite, not mine. It's a can of a flammable aerosol, we'll say, and a source of fire. And they use that on ants, as well as other insects and arachnids. Now, I don't recommend that one. That's up there with the can of bug spray. One is hazardous. You could blow yourself up, you know. And apparently the American government does not offer Purple Hearts for losing your arm while fighting the ants. Yeah, you could seriously injure yourself or others or other people's things or your things. So that weapon, not so good. I'm going to say no to that one. Yeah. But water. Think about it. And now that you know a little bit more about this eternal conflict, this battle of epic proportions, you can help do your part. You can fight. It's not that hard. It doesn't take that much. It's not like you have to go and train for 6 months. No. You've got a finger, squish. You've got water coming out of your faucet. Just pour it into a cup and just pour it down their little anthill. I'm not saying kill them all. I'm just saying push them back. They are a nuisance and they need to be dealt with. So please, please help me and the many others that are fighting this war, because we really could use some support. We feel like we are alone. We do. We feel like we're alone. But the battle must go on. It is a battle that cannot ever stop. If we do, the ants will run us over. We'll be wearing ant clothing. Clothing made out of ants. Yeah. We'll have little ant chauffeurs. Maybe we'll be the chauffeurs for ants. You know, maybe they'll finally get into that radioactive waste and become so massively huge, you know, like in those old horror movies, that they'll dominate over us in size and in number. Just think of the possibilities. That's all I ask.